Hi, last 1 week I spent so much time on doing some sampling tests on how students are really focused towards their exam preparation. Let me reveal the results. You won't believe so many students really spending time sitting and putting a lot of efforts and even breaking their heads on not on preparing for the exam, not on preparing the subjects, but they are seriously thinking about how to prepare the exam schedule, timetable for preparation. They are thinking a lot on how many hours to spend, which subject to study, when to study, and how to study, which books to study. This is the main problem. Many students, even before the exam, this is actually a golden period. This is actually a very critical stage for the exam. We have hardly 2 to 3 months time. Seriously, the students are thinking a lot on the exam preparation schedule. Unlike school, CA exam is a professional course and it's an independent course. Here, there is no strict rules on exam preparation and there is no supervision on our preparation and then performance. Here, we got the freedom to do whatever we want. So, nobody is going to control us. Nobody is going to tell us to do like this. This is a professional course we have chosen. We know that there is a lot of seriousness required. We need to put a lot of efforts. There are so many challenges and there is so much competition and there is a very standard minimum percentage of pass. So here it's very clear that we need to put a lot of efforts and we have to utilize the time towards the success of the course. I have handled so many CA batches where one thing I understood that after few months of my classes, I used to normally check with the students. Each and every student, I asked them to stand up and then give how they are spending their time last 1 month or 2 months, how they spending their time with the books, how they are preparing. You won't believe close to 98% of the students, they don't study along with the classes. They just wait for someone's direction. They are waiting for someone to give a schedule on the test. When we say there is a test on this particular subject, a particular chapter, then only they will sit and study. Until then, they are simply spending time with something else rather than spending the time strictly on the books and studying along with the classes and completing the daily classes revisions. They're just focused towards on something else. They don't give that much attention towards the preparation. Strictly speaking, CA exam is not a tough. If you study along with the classes at least 2 hours a day, if you regularly attend the class and understand whatever faculty delivers, and that if you go home and spend 2 hours maximum and revise and understand whatever concepts given to you, then CA exam is very easy. This exam is mainly depends on consistency. Even if you are spending 2 hours a day since beginning till the exam effectively, then definitely you will clear because we are strictly following consistency rule. But what we are doing, since we don't have any exam fear and pressure, we are just simply passing the golden period time and we are approaching the exam, and at the end of the day we have only 2 or 3 months where lot of pressure and exam fear and stress from the other side, overloaded with a lot of subjects and topics, and there are chances for us to forget whatever we learned and taught by the faculties. So that loads more work and less time. You will be frustrated and disturbed. That's the reason many students edge towards the failure. Truly speaking, there is no strict standard exam preparation schedule. This schedule is purely depends on your individual capacity, how much you are interested towards your exam preparation, your passion, and how serious you are about your results and your future. So some students spend between 10 to 15 hours. Some students spend time between 15 to 18 to 20 hours maximum. Some students spend between 5 to 10 hours. Some students spend between 1 to 5 hours. Some students, they simply relax and they postpone their results to next attempt. So This all depends on your individual interest. But since many students requested me and they accepted boldly that they have wasted time, at least by the time they realized and they expected my help on giving the exam preparation schedule. That's the reason I'm recording this video for the benefit of many students who are pressurized in exam preparation, who don't have clarity and proper guidance for their exam preparation. I'm going to now give you my own strategy, which normally I followed when I do my CA on my own self-study. I've spent on an average 18 hours a day, but I'm not actually recommending you or forcing you to follow the same what I'm going to give you. But this schedule I've given to many students who are coming from outside institutions and students who are doing self-study, even my own students from same our institute. I've given this schedule who are normally taking multiple attempts, students who fail 2-3 times, who don't have proper clarity on their preparation. I give the schedule what I'm going to give now. I've seen so many positive results. Immediately next attempt I've seen students are clearing their exam. Before you prepare a detailed exam preparation schedule, we have to do first micro level assessment of individual chapters of every subject. We have to understand first at what stage where we are standing in every subject. So for that, I'm going to give you now a breakup and detailed analysis of the subject. What you should do is first divide or classify each and every chapter of a particular subject into 100% sure. It means you are 100% very sure about this particular chapter. Second case, 50-50. You are not that much confident. You know only 50%. There are some issues with that particular chapter. I'll tell you how to classify a particular chapter as 100% sure when it will come under 50-50. The third category is 100% not sure. So like this, every subject you may be writing single group or both groups, you are maybe doing foundation or inter final. It is applicable in general and common to every student. Now whatever I explained so far, that way you have to classify entire subject, every chapter into 100% sure and 50-50 100% not sure. After classifying like this, then you have to see where you are standing, what is the position, your status. Accordingly, you have to prepare your detailed exam preparation schedule. Without doing this assessment, simply preparing the schedule and spending time on all the chapters, all the subjects, that will not serve the purpose. It will actually take you into wrong direction. For your better understanding, have a glance on the next slide. I hope you have glanced and had a look at the chart or the slide which I've given there. And in that slide, if you observe closely, I've mentioned few important criteria to treat a particular chapter as 100% sure. So now, to treat a particular chapter as 100% sure, first thing is you must have attended the class. If you are taking coaching, you must have attended the class. If you are doing a self preparation, you spend normally time on understanding the concepts. So either way, you should have a basic touch with the chapter, attend the class. Second, you have understood the concepts, which is very important. Third one, you should have your own handwritten concepts notes. You should not study the study material or some other author's books even before the exam. Those and all are reference books. From that, we should prepare our own conceptual understanding notes. You should sit and study only that notes before the exam for revision. Next, you would have been practiced all the problems given in the ICI study material. That is a Bible for us. That is a base book. So many problems, different combinations that they are giving. So you have to spend effective time on practice with all the problems given in the study material. Next, you have clarified all the doubts that you are normally getting when you're doing a preparation. If you are going to the exam with a lot of doubts, then you will be committing so many mistakes in the exam. End of the day, you will get wrong negative results. Then last one, you would have been taken lot of tests. Test doesn't mean that you have to wait for someone to conduct mock test, model test, like that. You can do your own lot of self test. If all these conditions satisfy, then it will come under 100% sure. If any one condition not satisfied, it will come under 50-50. If all the conditions not satisfied, it will come under 100% not sure. After doing classification like this, you have to check the chapters whatever coming under 50-50, 100% not sure, covering how many marks in the exam. You have to see the weightage of those chapters. If the weightage marks of those chapters covers minimum 50 marks, then actually we are at very bad level. So first focus in our preparation schedule should be converting this 50-50, 100% not sure into 100% sure. Then only you can confidently move forward in your preparation and going for the exam. After doing all these things, we have to now go and prepare a detailed exam preparation schedule timetable. So I have given a sample preparation schedule which you can follow. I have followed and made many students to follow. I've seen so many great results. So if you have trust, you can follow this easily, you can clear. Now take a glance on the sample preparation schedule given. I'll give you a detailed explanation. Hope you had a look. If you see the schedule prepared there, I've divided the whole day into 5 sections. Morning 5 to 8, 9 to 1, 2 to 5, 6 to 8, and 9 to 11. Morning 5 to 8, you can study any theoretical subject. Then 9 to 1, definitely a practical subject. And 2 to 5, again practical subject. And 6 to 8, again theoretical subject. And 9 to 11, problematic subject, any practical subject. If you take, say for example, CA intermediate level, you are writing group 1, then you can study for entire week and for all the months, every day, consistently, you have to balance all the subjects. So every day, morning 5 to 8, you can study theoretically law subject. And then every day 9 to 1, you can practice problems of account subject. 2 to 5, costing. And then 6 to 8, any other theoretical subject like direct taxation. And 9 to 11, GST. If you are preparing the second group, accordingly you have to bring all the subjects. If you are preparing for both the groups, then alternate days, one day you can study, say Monday group 1, Tuesday group 2, or one full week group 1, second week group 2. Like this we have to balance both the groups, all the subjects and all the chapters. If you see the below schedule, I have given 3 sections: total chapters, chapters completed, and chapters to be completed, which is next week plan. Say for example, in law you have total 10 chapters. You have to mention 10 chapters, and you have to see from Monday to Sunday, if you spend every day morning 5 to 8, 3 hours consistently, whole week how many chapters you completed. Say for example, you complete first 2 or 3 chapters, and you have to mention next week what are the chapters you are going to study. So like that, every month we have to prepare the schedule. Now first month you have to prepare the schedule. Focus first on 50-50 and 100% not sure. To cover that and to convert that into 100% sure, you have to take help from your friends for clarifying your doubts. You can take help from your faculties or any mentor that you have. You can watch few classes online. You can search some videos, or you can get notes from your own friends or somebody help. First, focus on converting that 50-50, 100% not sure into 100% sure. Don't go to exam by just preparing on selective basis or preparing only 40-50%. Every chapter you should know something and you should have a better clarity. So like this, you have to prepare weekly plan and then monthly plan. So first month you have to focus more on conceptual clarity, creating more confidence in you and practicing more problems and converting 50-50, 100% to 100% sure. The second month, same style, you have to go and do more revisions of the study material, practice a lot with the problems. Last month, third month, you have to sit only with writing more tests, taking of the mock test, practicing with the past exam papers and comparing answers with your own answer, doing more evaluation, finding our own mistakes and checking the presentation errors and identifying where we are conceptually weak. All those areas we have to strengthen and keep 2 more weeks if possible to clear all those problems and make you 100% confident to go for the exam. I'm damn sure this will definitely make you comfortable within the short period of time. You have to first accept that you wasted your time and you have to be very serious and make a note that you have very less time. Within the time you have to prove. You don't want to compare with any other persons, like some students are studying 18 hours, I'm studying only 5 hours, I'm not going to clear the exam. Don't compare that way. Everyone is having their own capacity, you also have your own capacity. Only thing is you have to maximize your capacity, utilize the time, avoid so many social factors and disturbances from internal and external resources and focus towards the exam.